Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. In the previous video I just created this view, edit and delete product part of my cafe management system project. If you have not seen that video, just go to the description and check out the link. In this video I am going to create a new JFrame for this verify user. So let us start with that. Let me exit this application and let me create a new JFrame. So here we have to right click on this package and we have to click on JFrame form, and here we have to write verify users, and after that we have to click on finish. So it will create a JFrame, and we are going to increase the sizes to 1366 comma 768. After that we are going to remove min max close button, so I'm going to click on this checkbox and we have to click on OK and save this. After that we have to insert a label first, so let me read this text, and here we have to write verify users, and after that we have to insert a icon in this, so I'm going to select this images, and here we have to select verify user, so we have to move it over here, verify user.png image, and after that we are going to increase the size of this one, so I'm making it as bold 14. Okay, close this. And after that we have to insert a button, so let's place it over here and insert a icon for this, so images, and here we have to select the close.png image. Okay, close this, edit this text, remove this, let's decrease the size to 30. You can see 30 right now. After that we have to place it over here, and let's minimize this and let's make it to the center of this page. After that we have to search right by email address, so we have to place a label first. After that we have to write search, and here we have to place a text field which will accept text. Let's increase the size to 254, edit this text and remove this, and let's change the variable name, so txt search. Okay, and save this. Okay, it should be email address, so it should be it should email, and okay. After that we have to increase the size, right? So we have to go to the properties and we have to increase the size to do bold 14. Okay, close this. And after that we have to insert a table, so let's move to the swing control. You can see at last we have a table option, so just drag and drop a table, and let's increase the size to this size. After that we have to make it full of this frame almost, let's increase the size of this side also. After that we have to increase the bottom too, but we also need to place a label right here, so let me insert a label here, and here we have to write click on draw to change status. After that let me increase the size of this one, so go to the properties and we are going to make it as bold 36. Not bold, actually we have to change to this one. Okay, close this, and let's place to the center of this page. So yeah, it's almost center, and let's increase a little bit in size form. Let me make it a little bit down also. Save this. You can see almost our GUI is completed. We just need to make changes in table, and we have to insert an image in the background, so let's do that. So first we are going to change the table content, so click on table content, right click on that. After that, and first thing is we have to insert for ID. After that we have to change for name. After name, the next one we are going to change for email address, and after that we have to display mobile number, and after that we have to insert for we have to display address, and after address the next one is for we need two more, so security question, and at last we need to display status. After that we have to remove the raw, so just click on this, and after that we have to close this. You can see ID, name, email address, mobile number, address, security question, status. After that, we have to change the layout to absolute layout, and we have to insert a background image. So let's select this one, images. We have to move to the images package and full page. There's a full page background.png image. So place it and place it perfectly on this screen. Let's click on this, and you can see the label name is visible. So just delete that and save it. And after that, one more thing we need to change it. Actually, we have to select this, move a little bit down, and we have to select this and right click on this, and after that we have to change the color, right? It should be white. So click on OK, close this. You can see the color of this is also get changed. So you can see our GUI is almost ready. Yeah, it's completely ready actually. So after this, like what we need to do is we have to write some method to load this data, right? So we need a method. We need to create the method. So we have to create that method in user DAO, because we are extracting details from user DAO, right? So here we have to create a method. So here we are going to write public static, and here we are going to return a array list actually, and here that list should be user type, and get all. We are going to write here the very method name. So get all records, and in this we are going to get the email address, like we want to select by email address. So we are going to use this method, right? So we are getting error. I think we're not returning anything, that's why we are getting error. Not a problem. So after that, let me move a little bit up this one, and after that we have to create a array list here too, and that should be like user type user, and here we have to write array list equals new array list, this one. And after that, here we have to we also need to return, right? So it error will get removed. So return array list. You can see error has been removed. Now here we are going to write try catch, and we are going to call the method to get the details of user. So here we have to write exception e, and here we also need to display. So here we have to write joptionpan dot show message, and it should be null first, and after that we have to display here e, right? After that, in try catch block, we have to write here result set, this one rs equals to db operation. We have to call the db operation. We already show you everything related to db operation. In that we are going to call get data method, and in that we are going to pass a query. So let's write the query. Select start from user where email like, it should be like if okay, it should be whatever we want to search. Let's say we want to search Saurabh or @gmail.com. So if we enter yes, so it will show all the related to yes in that. Okay, so let's write here percent, and okay, it should be this, and after that it should be like doubles and plus plus, and here we have to write email, and it should also end with this star, this one, sorry, percent. Now, so whenever any details user selected, we need to write the, we need to return the users, right? So here we have to write rs.next, this one, and here we have to set the user. So user new user, we are going to create the object, and here we have to set user.set id, this one, and here we are going to get it from db. So get get id, it should be id. Okay, it should be get a string, actually a string or int. Okay, I think I write something wrong, so it should be int, and here we are going to write here the name of column. So here we have to write in doubles, we have to write id. After that, user dot set set name, So here we have to write rs.get string, and in this we have to write name. In the same way we are going to write for user dot set email, and here we have to write rs dot like get string, this one, and here we have to write email, and in the same way we have to write for others too. So after that user dot set, and here we have to write mobile number, so rs dot get like a string, and here we have to write the column name mobile number, and after that the next one is for user dot set address, and rs dot get string, and here we have to write address, and after address user dot set security question, and here we have to write rs dot get secure get a string, actually get a string, and here we have to write security question and after that at last user dot set status, actually, and in this status we are going to write here rs dot get string, and here we have to write status, and after that we have to add this in array list, so array list dot add user. Okay, after that we also need to return, so we already returned that, so it will call this, and after that it will return a array list. Okay, so now, so after this we have to again back to verify user, this one page, and we have to move back over here, and we are going to create a method over here also, whenever anyone search, then this method will be called, and it will also load whenever the pages will be load. Okay, so get all records, and in this we are going to pass the string email address, and here we are going to call the default table model, this one, it should be from input from this one, you can see, and here we are going to write dtm equals to, here we are going to call the default table model, this one, and after that j table we have table 1, so after that get model, this one, so dtm, first we are going to remove all the rows, actually, so that's why we are setting the raw count should be 0, so in that case it will delete all the raw from that table. After that it will load new data. Okay, after that we are going to call the array list, actually it should be import, yeah, so for that we imported this util package, and here we have array list. So after that we have to write here user, and it should be list type, that's why I'm writing here list. After that we are going to call the user DAO, this one, and in that method we are going to call this method, right? So we have to import it manually, actually import DAO dot user DAO, this one, and here we are going to call that user DAO dot, and here we have to call get all record, this one, and we are going to pass that email address, and after that okay, we are getting error, actually it's not imported automatically, so we have to write import model, this one, and we have to call the user type, and you can see error get removed. Now the next line, what we need to do is we have to call the iterator, so it should call iterator, this one, yeah, we can call this one iterator from util, and it should be a user type, and after that iterator list dot iterator, we have to write this, while iterator dot hash next, we are going to call that. Okay, and after that we have to create an object user obj equals to itr dot next, And if like we are also checking the condition, like here we are displaying it like all the details, right? So it will also show this admin details. So we don't want to like the for the admin to change his own status. Like if we make it as false, then he is not able to log in it against, right? So in that case we don't need to actually allow them. So for that, here we have to write user obj, this one obj dot get email, this one we are checking dot equals, and here we are going to write the same email address which we are right over here, this one email address. Okay, so I'm going to copy it from here and let's paste it over here, doubles. After that, like whatever the user you want to make it admin, it should same here and here for now. After that, like in if condition, we have to write like we have to set the details, right? So here we have to write dtm dot add raw, this one, and here we have to write new object, this one, delete this, and here we have to start the bracket and user obj dot get id, this one, user obj dot get name, user obj dot get email address. After that, user obj and dot get like mobile number, user obj dot get address, this one, and after that user obj dot like security question, this one we have to select. Okay, it should be get, right? So get security question, and at last we have user obj dot like get status, this one. So let me show you the complete actually whatever we write over here. So DTM add raw new object user dot get ID name email address mobile number address, and after security question and status, that's it. After this it will we also need to call it, right? So whenever this page load, in that case we have to call it. So let's generate an event. So open the navigator, move to the design section and click on this. You can see we have a JFrame. So click on this, right click on this, and event component show. Okay, I generated the wrong event actually. It's resize actually. So event component show, and again move to design section and remove that event actually. Go to the properties and event section, you can see resize, just remove this. Okay, close this and move to this section, and you can see we have a form component show event, and from here we are going to call that method actually get all, this one, and we are going to pass nothing over here, this one. So it will consider it as string, but it should be nothing, right? So it will, in that case it will load all the users, like all the whatever they exist in our database. So it will load all these two email address actually, this two. Okay, so after that let's open this and let's generate an event for this one, and let's write here set visible, and here we have to write false. Okay, after that we also need to do one more thing actually. So we also need to generate this event, right? So event key release actually, and in that case we also need to call the method and get all the records actually, get all the records, and here we have to pass the email address. So okay, from where it's checking the email address, did we declare any email address here? Okay, so it should be like where are you getting? Okay, it should not so delete this for now. Okay, let's create a variable string email equals, and here we have to write txt search. Okay, it should be like a txt email, I think we created, yeah, this one. and dot get text, actually we have to call this, and we have to pass this email address to this one. So whenever this will call, it will remove actually all the raw from our table, and it will set here, it will remove all the raw, and it will add whatever according to search, right? So it will work like that. So after this, like the next thing is what we need to do is, like whenever anyone user click on raw, it should ask for like you want to change the status, right? So let's start with that. Okay, so we have to generate an event actually. So jtable event, like mouse clicked event, we are going to generate that, and in this we are going to write int index equals to jtable1 dot get selected, actually is selected raw, this one, and after that table model, this one we have to import actually. So it should be import from Java X Swing table, so this one, and model equals jtable, we have to call the jtable1 dot get model, this one. After that we have to like write the get the email address. So email address equals to, so model dot get values at, and here we have to write the index, so it should be index 2, right? So 0 1 2, so we are going to get the email address from there. After that here we are getting some kind of error actually. Okay, it should be like it should, this one should be index actually, and at this place actually we have to write 2, and it should be 2 string. So you can see error has been removed. So string status equals, and model dot get values at, and here index, and it should be 6 dot 2 string. And after that, like we have to change the status, right? So if the status is equals to true, then we have to make it as false, and if it's false, then we have to make it as true. So status like dot equals, and in this we have to check it, like if it is true, in that case like we have to change the status, right? So status equals to, we have to make it as false, and else condition we have to test it, change it actually, equals, and here we have to make it as true. And after this, like we have to also show the yes or no option, like you want to change or not. So int a equals to j option pan dot show confirm dialog, and here we have to write null, and here we have to display the message, right? So just delete this. Do you want to change the status of, in doubles we have to like plus plus, and here we have to write email address, so it will display that email address. After that we have to display the top message, so select, and we also need to ask for yes or no option, so j option pan dot yes no option, this one. And after that, like here we have to like write if a is equals to 0, and in that case it will call a method. Actually till now we did not create that method, so we have to move to that user DAO page, and here we have to create one more method to update. So let's create here public static void. Okay, so it should be like void. After that change status, I'm going to write the method name, and here we are going to get the two like parameter, that is email address actually, and another parameter is status, which we are going to update it, right? So after that here we are going to write the query, so string query equals, and here we have to write update user set status equals, and single double plus plus, and here we have to write status, and where email equals like single double plus plus email, and in this we have to pass the query actually. So db operation dot set data, and here we are going to pass the query, and here we are going to pass the message we want to display. So status changed successfully. After that, save this, and we are going to call this method from here. So let's open let's write here user DAO, this one dot change, here we have to write change status, and here you can see automatically taking the email address and status, and here we have to write set visible false and new visible verify users dot set visible and true. So let's save this. You can see our coding is done for this page. So we also need to connect this page with our home page. So just move to this section, and let's move over here, and let's double click on this and generate an event, and here we have to write new user, verify user dot set visible, and here we have to make it true. So let's run this and let's test this out that it's working fine or we are getting any error. So let's click on verify user. Okay, it should be like search should be little bit left, not a problem. You can easily move it left, right, whatever you want. You can see we are able to see the two users. This one is Gaurav and Ankit at the gmail.com. Let's change the status. Let's click on this. Do you want to change the status for Ankit at the gmail.com? I click on yes. It will show a message status changed successfully. Let me click on OK. You can see it get changed to true. So let's check it out. It's like one more thing we forget here. Let's write here Ankit. You can see it get changed. Okay, one more thing I forget here. We also need to make it as bold. Not a big thing actually. So let's close this and let's do that first. Okay, after that we will going to try to log in. So let's move to this page and let's go to the properties and let's make it as bold 12. Okay, close this, save this actually. After that, let's move to this home page. Let's run it from the home page, and we are going to log it out actually. And here we are going to log in with Ankit at the gmail.com 123. I'm trying to log in it actually. So you can see we are able to log in because I changed the status to true. So let's log out and let's try to log in with Gaurav at the gmail.com 123 password, I think. So you can see we are getting the wait for admin approval. It means that our verify user is working fine. So this is all about verify user part of my cafe management system project. I hope you guys like this video. So please hit like and subscribe my channel. Thank you.